I'm a little antsy tonight. You forgive me.
Yeah.
You know, I get this way, well, I guess I am this way.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I bumped into today was a guy who used to terrorize me in grade school, Tommy Kalagna.
Tommy?
Yeah. And every day, this kid for 5 years would come up to me and shake me down for my lunch money.
Bastard.
And then finally one day I come to school and I'm trembling because I see him coming and there's no change in my pockets.
Uh-oh.
So he comes up to me and he says, "Katz, where's your lunch money?" And I said, "I don't have any money." And he said, "Okay."
Wow.
Wow.
What do you think of this, Dad? Is that clear to you? Take like 10 steps back, though, and see if you can...
Ow. Pickups.
Celebrity
limo service.
Hmm?
It looks like a semi-professional sign.
Well, I made it myself. Do you like the letters in all the different colors like that?
Yeah, it leaps out at you, so it captures your...
Cut them out from different magazines, so it looks like a ransom note. That was my concept.
Is it a project you're doing for...
Well, Dad, you don't understand. I'm starting a business, and I'm working through the initial...
I see. And what kind of business, man?
It's a celebrity limo pickup service. It's called Pickups, like hiccups. You need a catchy title for a business. That's the most important thing.
And do you think there's a market for it in this?
Oh yeah, celebrities are coming in and out of town all the time, and they need rides, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick them up at the airport, bring them to their press junkets, their hotels, their restaurants. The list goes on. I think I'm onto something.
Yeah,
Dad, really.
I do too.
I mean, you don't seem excited.
No, this is me excited. Don't you remember? But Ben, unless I'm missing something, you're going to need a car. Am I right?
Got one. Rented one. It's a Monte Carlo. Like the Count.
That's Cristo.
Like the oil?
No, that's Crisco.
Like the Count.
No, that's Carlo.
Like the car.
Well, just very realistically, you're going to have expenses like the car. How are you going to pay for the car?
Credit card.
Whose credit card?
Your credit card.
Didn't we have a talk about that? I gave you my credit card,
right,
in case of an emergency, and this does not constitute an emergency.
I mean, things happen so fast. The business needed to be set up so quickly, and the idea came so quickly.
Well, I understand that, but I wish you could reassure me that if you're going to use my card in a situation that's not an emergency, that you'll clear it with me first.
I'm going to use it again today. Dad, I gotta say, I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta pick up the car right now.
Wait, hold on 1 second, but let me play the devil's advocate here just for 1 minute.
No, Dad, don't. Okay, please? I don't like the devil's advocate thing. You're too good at it.
What about Duck Duck Goose?
Okay, you got a deal.
This is so hard to know, you know?
Sure.
It's like I did this thing in my act about something about Vietnamese people eating dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this woman comes up to me. She goes, that was really unnecessary. You're pretty funny. You don't have to resort to that. And I go, what? And she goes, well, making fun of other people's cultures, that's pretty low. And after all, what is the difference between, one culture where they eat a dog or here in the United States where we eat a cow? So I go, I don't know, lady, I guess the difference is that eating a cow is, correct. And eating a dog is completely screwed up. Based on my rule, which is that any animal that can catch a frisbee is not food. That's how I divide the animal kingdom. Throw him a frisbee. If it bounces off his head, he's lunch. I know it's not scientific, but it works with most of your better-tasting animals. If you throw a frisbee to a turkey, boom, right off his head. Sorry, I don't play sports, I'm a turkey. Well, what are you doing here? Well, I don't know. I just have a lot of white meat and drumsticks. Hint! If you wanted to kill me, I'm not really good at flying away. Hint, hint! I know only one word, gobble. Big hint! I went to the Red Lobster. They just have that look, that any word from the governor look. But I eat them anyway, because all you got to do is have like 4 or 5 drinks, and then you don't really care, you know what I mean? Once you had some drinks, you're just sitting there with that Emperor of Rome attitude now. The waiter's going, can we help you? And you're like, yes, bring me the brown one. He amuses me. The impertinent one on the right. Seize him! Would you like a beverage? Wine! Bring me wine! It's just odd. It's like, why are they the only animals that have to put up with that? Like if you go to a steakhouse, no cow tank. They don't bring a cow over. What do you think of this one, buddy? With a baked potato? I don't think you go wrong with him. Say the word, I got a gun, I'll blast the crap out of him right here. Hey, put your head up. The hell's wrong with you? There's a customer here. And there's the cow. Why don't you have the lobster? He's in a tank. Why don't you mind your own business?
This is awfully nice back here, Ben.
It's roomy, huh?
Ah,
That's why I rented it.
it's heaven.
You got your seatbelt on back there? Huh?
Yep.
Because safety first with pickups.
Nope, I'm strapped in.
Hey, Dad. I see you.
Yep.
Yeah. How you doing? Just making sure the thing works. All set back there?
I'm fine.
Still see ya.
Hey, Ben, please watch where you're going.
I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the road.
Yeah.
I should really do that.
Okay, hey, you can let me off right here, Ben, because it's just my office is just right around the corner. And I appreciate the lift, and I hope this isn't...
It's no problem. I'm happy to give you a ride. I mean, one, it's my job, and two, it's on my way anyway.
To
your office.
where
Where I'm going.
to
To do my day's work.
which is...
I can't keep talking like this, Dad. It's like you had a stroke.
So, Laura,
Yeah?
look, here's the deal. Ben...
You want me to explain?
No, that's okay. I can handle it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben has started a little company, and he needs a place to just to take calls for the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
And
going to take him out looking for a place?
No, he's actually going to share the office with me, just for the day, and then we'll find some other kind of arrangement.
No, really?
So,
Yeah, I'm going to stay out of your way.
yeah.
Oh,
So
Not gonna get
I
it.
know this is not the ideal arrangement, but
honestly, it wasn't ideal to begin with, so...
yeah.
Dad, where do you want me to set up? Do you want me to...
Why don't you set up as far away from Laura as you possibly can get and still be in the office?
Okay, cool. So why don't I just move the coat rack and do it right over there?
That's okay with me.
Is that going to be okay with you, Laura? Lolo?
Don't
Huh?
call me that.
What?
Whatever you just said, just don't say it again.
Lolo.
Hey guys, I
That's
want to
your
go.
I said not to say it again.
Laura,
That's what I call you in the office. Hey, Lolo.
I need to know that I can go into my office and work and know that the two of you will behave like young adults.
No, this is not going to be disruptive at all. I mean, I'm here to do my business.
Okay,
and I
and-
assume
and-
you are too, Laura.
And Ben, what's important most of all is that my business runs smoothly without any interference from you.
Dad, that's your problem. I mean, you gotta
Well, it
you
can
gotta run your
become
own
your
ship.
problem very quickly, young man. If
I
you
don't like that tone of voice with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't get snippy because this is my first day and I got enough.
Okay, look, I
Nervous
want it to
tension
go
to
well for
begin
you.
with.
I want this to work for you. I just don't want you
Dad,
to
you-
make Laura's job impossible.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Everything's gonna work out. Laura and I are gonna be like office mates. We're gonna be office pals. Gonna be office buddies. Isn't that right, Laura? Buddy up.
Okay, kids.
See you at the coffee counter. Wash your mug, 'cause germs, germs, germs.
You seem a little distracted today, Winona.
No, I'm fine. It's just they're
Yeah.
uh
You know, there's nothing you can't say to me. You understand that.
I know. I just
Yeah.
if you do you have any Kleenex?
Sure, help yourself.
Maybe
Right.
you should.
No, I'm good, thanks.
It-
Oh, right. Oh. Has that been there the whole time we've been talking?
Yeah.
Because I apologize if that's... See, that's why I'm still hungry. No, I know very little about your parents. How did they meet?
My mom and dad.
Yeah.
My mom was wearing a mini skirt, and my dad followed her to a softball game, and they met.
Yeah, where is she from?
She's from Minnesota. You know, she talks like that.
She's got a deviated septum.
And my dad's like got a heavy Brooklyn accent. Talks like that.
Good septum.
How you doing over there? I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I gotta get myself orgasmized, huh?
Okay, that's the kind of thing we don't say.
That's an
in the
office thing. The office expression.
Okay, I'm done with this conversation.
Well, I was raised in San Francisco, but then we moved to this commune for 4 years with no electricity or running water.
Mm-hmm.
My parents thought, oh, we're taking them out of the city and we're going to raise them in this utopia, this, nature. They won't have to be afraid of anything. But they didn't know that there was wild boar up there and that it was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way to turn on a light when you were scared. You had to grope for matches and find a candle or a kerosene lamp.
Groping for matches already doesn't sound safe. Even without the kerosene.
Laura, Laura, this is a big day for me because this is my grand opening, and I assume I'm going to be getting a lot of calls, for business, because I am open for business. I mean, the point is so that, I was wondering if you could maybe just say pickups when you answer the phone and not play up the whole doctor thing unless it sounds like a really troubled person.
I remember everyone always claiming they saw a UFO.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of the older kids saying, if you walk like an alien, they won't abduct you. So when we would have to be out at night, we'd walk like aliens, or how we thought aliens would walk.
How'd you do that walk? That makes sense.
My mom would get us up every morning before school, like 2 hours before we had to leave, and make us meditate.
Yeah.
And then she'd make us do the salutations to the sun, this yoga thing, over and over and over again. We had to, honor the earth all the time.
But so let me see if I have this right. You'd honor the earth and then you do a sun salutation?
Yeah.
And is that a conflict of interest? I don't know that much about it.
So, we broke up, and I haven't spoken to her since. Hard to believe that was 18 years ago, huh? I bet you'd be surprised to hear that I'm running my own company now.
Wow, that's really fascinating.
Hey, there's a lot you don't know about me.
I like that about you. Dr. Katz's office?
Is not.
Is?
No, is not, Laura. I mean, I know you're not, I know I'm not paying your salary, but the least you could do is answer the phone.
What is it?
It's pickups.
No, what do you want?
Oh, I was just checking in. I'm driving and I have a phone.
Okay, well, everything's fine.
You know the problem?
Okay, bye-bye.
Wait, hold up, because I just have there's a weird smell in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think it's me.
Hey, Richard, have you ever considered marriage? That maybe there's a Mrs. Jenny in your future?
No, I've never really even been drunk enough to get a tattoo.
Right.
I think you just never know what's going to happen in them.
Yeah.
And I mean, the proof that nobody knows what's going to happen is that women are now smoking cigars. Who could have ever predicted? Now, I don't personally have anything against it. I think, whenever I'm in an intimate situation with a lovely young lady, I want her to remind me as much of Edward G. Robinson as possible. I want a woman in a nightie and a push-up bra with a big stogie going, all right, here's the way it's going to be, Buster. I don't want any foreplay. I'm a busy